So as Trish said, I'm sorry, I don't like being in front of you.
What's wrong?
So I'm gonna stand right here, because this is, at the end of the day, y'all are family. So, I have a little cheat sheet here, because I get nervous in front of talking about people, talking in front of people, but because I really do love, and, the reason why, what I'm gonna start off with is why I started this course. I have, many years, have gotten interest from interns and just in general, inquiries on wanting to expand their knowledge and actually learn event planning business. So my thing was, it was last year is when I finally implemented it, but it was like over 2 years, I had this vision on wanting to implement this class. And last year I had my first one that I felt was awesome, and I love the energy, and those students were totally different than you three. And that's what I love when I got approached from you three. I love the different kinds of energies that y'all gave me. But number one with me is, as Paige said, I've been going on almost 20 years, well, no, almost 20 years with the industry. But I started out too. I mean, I was pregnant with my second child, and I actually started working for a event planning company. So that's one thing I definitely want to point out here, is that what y'all are taking the step on doing is definitely a major step, is that you're wanting to learn. And that's one difference, is because as y'all know, being in the industry, there's a lot of people that are like, they're photographers, or they're ready for videographers, or they're hairstylists because they do their friend's hair, or they put an arrangement together and they're florists, but it's learning is what's very important. And that's one thing that I wanted to do, is to share what I was blessed to do, to learn throughout the years. Because when I started with that event planning company, I didn't jump into my business. I literally took quite a few years. I actually was working for a one-stop shop over here company, and I was one of the main planners, and I was pregnant, and I did it up until I had my baby, and then was doing it full-time, and then of course 2 kids got expensive. So after that, I went back in the corporate world, but my clientele basically grew because of the events I did. And because of that, eventually, clients actually ended up telling me that, do my own business, but I wanted that sign above. And so once this client actually, I did one of their weddings in 2002, friends' weddings in 2002, and then they contacted me in 2010. And that's when I moved forward in my business in 2010, because 2001 is when I actually got into the industry. But I took time, and that's one thing, is taking the time to get all the knowledge, get all the experience, and so forth and so on, and have the mentors and the advisors and the frienders, connecting with everybody. And that's one thing I do appreciate with you guys, is that you took that step, and you gave me that opportunity to share what I was blessed to do for all the years. God, it's crazy how long it's been. Yeah, so basically, I thank y'all for letting me share with you my fundamentals of the event planning process that I learned, that I created throughout my experiences from mentors, advisors, throughout my 19 years, going almost 20, and then to help y'all achieve your interests and your goals, which had let me live out my dream onto helping everybody to basically reach what they want to do. So with that said, I wanted to thank you guys on that, and I appreciate it, and I love seeing y'all's individual interests and then individuals' growth with just the 5 weeks, 10 classes. So I definitely wanted to thank y'all for giving me the opportunity to share what God has blessed me to be today. God, it's crazy how much love. So with that said, I thank you guys for helping and supporting, especially the frienders, for being here. Will always is a phone call away. He's like, yeah, I'll be right there. And Emer is always the social media, and Brandon as well too. And then obviously my assistant over here, Renee, she's amazing. So, but I want to thank their families, really. That definitely helps them pursue what they want to do. So family is always important. So with that said, one of the main things I asked them to do today, before we enjoy some lovely food that they actually planned. So this was actually what they planned, was that one of their assignments is kind of plan their event, and I think they've actually done quite a good job. So let's give them a hand on that. But one of the last assignments I asked them to do is to kind of, each of them come up here individually and talk about what out of the class, what the most they learned and what they enjoyed. So I'm gonna start random order video.
Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Yolanda, I go by Yo-Yo. I wrote 3 pages, a lengthy bit, but the pages are small and I write big. I said, I took this course with one intention and ended up with a completely different plan. I can only hope to one day be as successful as Michelle. The truth is that she reached this level of success by being honest, compassionate, respectful, hardworking, and a great multitasker, and most importantly, a team player. I'm so grateful to have learned so much from a well-respected woman. As a prior bride of hers, I know firsthand how hard she works to make everything look effortless and her events go smooth without any worries. After taking the course, I now have a behind-the-scenes insight into all the hard work and effort that goes into this career. I thoroughly enjoyed meeting all of our frienders and hearing how much they all respect her. Peer impression definitely matters in a world of word-of-mouth referrals and social media. The frienders shared experiences, cake, photos, videos, advice, mistakes, swag bags, and all over uplifting, supportive thoughts. I've also enjoyed my classmates, Paige and Althea. Paige travels to the HRBT nightly and is also in the industry, and she gave us great advice based on situations that she's gone through. Althea was recently a bride herself, showing me even after retiring from a great teaching career, you can always make time for your own passions. They both made class enjoyable like a tiny little family. Understanding the behind-the-scenes details on the other side of getting married makes me appreciate Michelle that much more. This will be a continuous learning environment and an ever-growing decision. I'm truly excited. Lastly, I want to say a few thank yous. Thank you to all the frienders for taking time out of their busy lives and their thriving businesses to meet with us here in class and on site for our field trips. We are greatly thankful. Thank you to Michelle for being so much more than a wedding planner. We became friends, watching our kids grow up and supporting each other during some of life's toughest times. You're so inspiring, and I appreciate you so much more during the years. Lastly, I want to thank my mom, my son, Jordan, for being huge motivations. My mom helped me with the child care on the school nights and said nothing negative when I explained to her that she was voluntold for sitting in the course details opposite of my current salon profession. I love you. This for you. Aww. This for you. This for you. And this for you. Michelle. This for you. And I love you.
Love you.
You cry. I always cry.
Yes. All right. So like I said, random order here. Let's do Althea.
I cry all the time.
Hi, I'm Althea, and Yolanda, we call her Yo-Yo, so I'm not used to saying Yolanda. I told you I was from the teaching side of this whole thing, and this is a whole new thing for me. And I was explaining in class that I came from education, and it was like a dog-eat-dog type thing. You know, no one tried to help you move up. It was you do or die. You know, you make it or you don't. And so, to get your different little recognition. So after some years, I've always been, and I told them, I've always been a planner, never a bridesmaid. And all my friends, and they always asked me to help them out with their weddings. So I graciously did. And so I decided, said, well, when it came time for me to get ready to retire, I said, well, what do I really want to do? And so I went back and started searching, and this is what I've always done. So I decided that this was one of the things that I really, really wanted to do. And I'm happy, and I decided everything fell right into place. You know, when you ask for things to happen, and then it does, you know, it's meant to be, because then I found out, we were just talking, it went from this, oh, she has a class. And I said, because, they were saying Michelle had a class. So Michelle was supposed to be my wedding planner for my wedding, but she was booked. So I still kept trying to figure out what was going on. So then my hairstylist told me she was having a class. So I decided to take it. And the expectations of taking a class was just like what I've always done, take a class. But it was entirely different. It was so warm and welcoming. We did learn our content. So we got the things that, and our tools that we need to know. And what we call, for those that are here, they call frienders, they are vendors that decorate this florists and things like that, but they call them frienders. And I was like, frienders, why do they call them frienders? And it's because they've developed a relationship. And this relationship that they have in the business and networking and helping, they all help one another. And we got to see through hands-on, they open up their shops late in the evenings when they could have been home. They opened up for us to come in and they discussed openly. And everyone was so warm and welcoming. And they are willing to make that extra step to come out, to help you in any manner. So I feel like I've joined a family now. And so my husband and I are gonna step out here into this business, and now we have a family that we can go to and ask different questions. And that's the most exceptional thing that I found about this class.
The awesome page.
I have nothing prepared, so I'm going to ramble. My husband and I own a flower shop. I've been in the business with Josh since 1999. So I have had the opportunity to see the event wedding industry from that side of the house. I have been asked to coordinate events, and due to lack of confidence, I never wanted to take that on. And when I found out about this class, I was excited about it, and I did the right thing. Michelle's very, very loving, very caring, very nurturing. There's not been a class where we've not gotten a hug. She's a good mom, she's a good person. The relationship that she has built with all of these other friendors is amazing. They have, as Althea said, they've been willing to come out at night, they've been willing to open their shops late hours, and they let us in, and they tell us their secrets and all. That's kind of in the fun part of it, because sometimes you hear the disaster side of the story. You know, we could all probably write a book about the different things that have happened. And we've learned new curse words. What the ham sandwich? So, I'm honored to have been able to take your class, and I am honored to be associated with you all, because I look forward to working with you in the future, and it's going to be amazing. So, thank you guys. Sandwich.
All right. Thanks for making me cry. Thank you, guys. I love you, and I appreciate that a lot. Just this individual knowing what really the course did, and definitely that it did help you guys individually and in your own ways as well too. So now I'm doing an official. I have your certificates, but I want to say a little something prior to giving that to you guys. So this time I'm doing alphabetical order. So I'm gonna first talk about Althea. Althea, number one, I want to say when you contacted me from Bonnie, I really appreciate it. Again, because she's my friender, I was appreciative that she referred you to me. But one of the things I immediately felt with you is that I love the energy and the interest for you to want to pursue, to learn, but also your dream to finally become an event planner. Like Yo-Yo Yolanda said, and Paige said that, you've been doing this, you've been teaching, and you've been doing everything for everyone else, and now you're pursuing for you. And that's definitely what, that's why I'm doing this class, is because I want to help the ones that want to learn and pursue what they want to do. And then you, throughout the class, I loved, as everybody would say, that you took initiative, always take initiative, asking questions, and learning the process. I did love how you wanted to learn everything. And even after the class was done, you're like, wait, Michelle, can I ask you this and this? And I love that. And to me, that's one thing I feel each time I was just like, they're enjoying this, and this is definitely helping them, because that's what my goal is to help y'all individually on what y'all wanted to learn. And then, let me see, you're taking initiative and asking questions, to become basically the event planner that you want to pursue into your goal, and then to want to definitely pursue into your business. And at the end, I love that your drive and your eagerness to learn and to make this happen. I mean, you're talking about the pastor's wife, you're like, or the daughter, I'm not gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. And then also you text me, so I think I wanna do it and this and that. But then this is where I'm gonna say about each of y'all. When you do this business, especially event planning, you have to care. And this is a caring business. It's not just, oh, I'm gonna do this wedding and I'm gonna move forward. As Yolanda said, her family's here and I was at her wedding, you know, I mean, and we still have this relationship. When her mom walked in, I was like, oh my God, you look amazing. You know, I mean, and her son, he was my little boyfriend, now he's my big boyfriend, you know? So at the end of the day, what I loved and I felt with you is that you cared. So even though all the questions and all that stuff, and Ivan said, you know, you need to do this, you need to not do this or whatever, I felt that you care, and when you're in this industry and you're planning any kind of event or any kind of, whether it's social, wedding, or whatever, you have to care, and that's one thing I felt with you, and I do appreciate that and everything, and I feel that you're gonna be amazing, and especially, I love how you even said last time, is that, I think the last class you were talking about, that you want to kind of come with, you know, and shadow with me, and do an event, and to me, that's initiative and learning, because I call it the event, MorLina events and fundamentals, because if it was a whole class, we would be here, y'all be coming here lots of weeks, you know, but I try to pinpoint the specifics for you guys. So I love that you said that, because that's something that I want to say to all of y'all as well, is that I'm here until y'all want me to be here, and that's what I talked to y'all about in the beginning, was that I'm here to share everything that God has blessed me to get to, and I'm still learning. There's always something new to learn, and that's why we have update meetings after our events. So I appreciate that with you. So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and give you your certificate. Got some pictures with
All right.
Thank you. Okay. All right. So, page. Number one, I remember, I don't know if you remember this. You actually initially contacted me last year, but you had an event, I think in September, you had going. And so I was just like, oh my God. And then when I put two together, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, wait a minute, she owns Jeff's Flowers. I'm like, oh my God. So let me tell you, that's something that touched me, because you being an owner with a company and you taking initiative because you were getting approached in a different direction in an industry, and take initiative to want to learn the process, you care. You know what I'm saying? It's not just, oh, I'm gonna take this event and they're gonna pay me whatever and we're gonna keep on moving. No, you wanted to learn the process, so that's something that touched me. So I appreciate you with doing that. And then when I contacted you when I was having another class, and you told me, oh yes, I'm gonna make it happen, this and that. And I remember, and I was like, well, I'm gonna come see you. And I remember I was at the in the area to meet with SCVHS, and when I came to see you, and I was like, oh my God, beautiful shop. I was just like, wow, this is amazing, you know. And so that's something that definitely stood out with me, that you, as being in the industry for so long and knowing a lot of frienders already, connected with a lot of frienders, whether it's, you know, photographers, videographers, show producers, to even other planners, you know, that touched me a lot. So I appreciate you trusting in me to help you, you know, and I'm glad that it did help you, you know, with your business, with what you want to pursue as well too. And then I know your main interest was to learn about how, you know, the pricing with event planning and stuff too. And we touched on that, but I appreciate that you learned more in addition to that. And then I love this is with Thea too, with the social media. That was a fun night. That was definitely a fun night, and hopefully that definitely helped as well too. But again, thank you again and one of the main things too is thank you for providing the beautiful boutonniere and the corsage as well for the class. But the main thing is thank you for trusting in me and allowing me to help you. And I appreciate your, what you had said, that I did help you, and I'm still here. And I'll always be here, as long as you need whatever mentoring and advice you'd like as well too. And maybe we can just, y'all will be here, so, all right. Yay. I initially like y'all to stand up with me. But I'm doing.
There's not gonna be any good pictures of you since you're having on balloons.
It's my hairpiece. All right, so my lovely yo-yo, Yolanda. As she said, she already called me out. Yeah. So she was obviously my former bride. It's kind of one of those things I've always believed in, like, it goes back to you guys well too, is like God blesses you and people in your life because there's a reason. And I enjoyed helping her plan her day, but I especially love that we maintained our friendship, and we still maintain our friendship today. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I remember you were just at doing my daughter's hair, and she's like, hey, what's this class? And I was just like, oh yeah, it's my hair class. She goes, oh my God, I wanna do it. I'm like, what? And that touched me, that you wanted to, because for you to say, especially throughout the class too, how much you learned from just me doing your wedding.
Yeah.
So you taking that the step to want to take the class, and I know initially it's to help you build your business that you already have as well too, but kind of more so in the bridal, the hair and all that too. But one of the things I wanted to say is that I think you don't realize that you're already there, that you just need to believe into what you already have, and it's just using the additional from the class to help you grow. And it's just, and then too, one of the things I want to say to you is that we need to get your Facebook going, okay? Because I'm tagging these two ladies and I can't tag you. So that's one of the things, because you were the corporate, you can help. Yeah, see, and you're the one helping with the social media for them that day, remember? So to me, I think you need to believe that you are where you're at, and you are already established, you're there. And I think you just need to look in the mirror and be like, I got this. And so I appreciate you taking the step, especially because of all the different events that you do, that I hope this helps you grow and help you just basically learn even more to expand what you're doing. But again, I love that your energy and your interest to learn to build your business in the bridal and learn to process, basically to help your friends' events. But then, number one, I appreciate your love and support constantly. I love that throughout you were like saying, oh my gosh, it's amazing. I love her. And you're amazing. So that's one thing that you need to put in your head too, that you are too. So don't feel like you have to build because you're already there. You just keep on expanding is what I say. So thank you for helping again with social media and basically being the mama of the group and helping out as well too. So I love you guys. I'm gonna get this because I hate this. Hang on, I'm trying not to.
Thank you for everything.
Yay, so thank you guys so much. The girls put together yummy eats over there. So thank you guys, and especially family, for taking the time to come out. And my frienders, I want to say to Brandon, thanks for taking video.
Go Brandon, go Brandon, it's okay.
Well, thank you.
Go Will,
thank
go
you,
Will.
thank you. Emer,
It's okay, it's okay. No good. High five, high five, high five, high five, high five.
I didn't realize.
I'm last minute. It's okay.
Yeah.
We did want to thank them on behalf of all of us. We appreciate everybody that we were able to meet, and thank you guys, like Paige said, for the late nights, all the relationships we built, the advice, the time away from your own lives and families and things like that. Thank you for coming out tonight to be here with us. It was important, and you all value the course, and thank you to the family that was able to make it.
No,
Thank
you had
you guys for all
surgery, Jeff.
supporting
Oh
us.
my
Exactly.
gosh, you're a trooper.
Yeah, so cooking dinner on your own those nights, all your traffic,
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know,
that was one
watching
thing I said
Jordan.
about Paige. Thank you for getting
the HRBC.
Oh my
But
God.
thank you guys for coming out to
Aw.
support us. And I'm sure all of us will work with you again, and if anything, see you in the future. Emer DJ'd my wedding years and years back.
Years.
So, I
How many
still
years?
recognize them, say hi to them, run into them.
You're
things
so
like that.
kind.
So hopefully we build those relationships with
Thank
you
you.
guys. But we definitely appreciate y'all coming out tonight. Thank you so much.
Yay.
And we did want to, you know, dismiss everybody to their refreshments,
Yes.
some music, some hanging out.
Yeah.
Enjoy it, celebration.
A lot of food.
Michelle, we got you a gift. A little bag here for you from us.
Cry again.
And Paige for the flowers. Thank you so much, Jeff.
Yeah.
They're beautiful, all three of the arrangements. They're so pretty. But yeah, we put you something in there. Yeah, we love you.
You too.
We love you.
Okay, let's
You
So
take a
let's
picture.
eat, everybody. Come celebrate.
Yes.
There's
Take
all
a
kinds of
picture
goodies
with
in
them
there.
with their certificates.
Wow, let's take a look at all the nice food before everyone comes here. Look at that. Happy graduation day.